Hey cuties, it's another very beautiful day. So bright, so sunny, and so great out here. I hope you're staying safe and you're doing great. So let us talk about something. I have a question for you. You, the person listening to me. Why are you married? Or why do you want to get married? Yes, this is something that is very sensitive, I understand. And too many people don't want to talk about this because maybe they are not married, or they are married and it's not working out, or it's just too sensitive. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to touch it. But remember, things like this we need to touch, because out here today, the rate of divorce and things like that is just too much. It's rampant. It's all over the place. It's a lot. And we need to start talking about things like this so we can make things better. Okay? So one of the things that we want to look at is, what are some of those reasons why some people get married? Then we all will give the reasons why we are married maybe in our comment sections, or we'll talk about it. And what are those reasons why people should be married? What are some of those reasons? Why is marriage important? Why is marriage important? That is what we should sit down and reflect on. Now, let me point out some reasons why people are married, why people get married. Then we'll get to talk about why it's important to get married. So in case you have been married for the wrong reason, you can have a rethink. You can sit back and try to reflect. Maybe, okay, in case you were once married and your marriage did not work out, from now henceforth, you may ask yourself, okay, what did I not do right? Maybe I didn't get married for the right reason, and that's why it didn't work out. So in case you want to remarry, you will be making the right choice. You will be making a better choice, because, for some reason, a lot is happening out there now. People are jumping in and jumping out. So sitting back to ask this question, why do people get married? Why am I married? Why do I want to be married? It's really something everyone should try and do. It's really important. So let me point out a couple of reasons why some people are married today, or got married and are out, or some people think they should be married because of these reasons. One, identity. Many people just want to be identified as married people. Many people just want to be identified as a married woman or a married man. I've seen even guys who want to get married just because their friends are married. And, there's this ambience that comes with, I'm married, I'm Mr. This, I'm going home to my wife, I'm going home to my husband. So many people just want to get married because of this desire for identity. And truth is, most of those people who are married, most of these people I'm talking about, once they get married, they no longer exist. They are identified by their partners completely. For example, who are you? I'm Mrs. This. Who are you? I'm Mr. That. I'm the husband to this person. I'm the wife to this person. I'm the wife to the governor. I'm the wife to the senator. Don't you know Senator blah, blah, blah? Yeah, I'm his wife. I am a wife to that guy, the IT guru. I'm the wife to... That is how people tend to identify themselves when they get married for the wrong reason. When they get married because they're trying to do this identity kind of a thing. They are getting married for the sake of identification. They just want the world to know that they too have belonged to that class. So this is a very wrong reason why people marry. Because before you meet a partner, you have you. You exist as an individual. There was a you before that person came into the picture. But because you got married for identity's sake or for identification, you forget yourself completely and you live that person's life and you do that person. You see people who get married to lawyers, they spend their entire lives in courts, or they turn to start acting like a lawyer. They get into their partner's shoes. You see people who get married to, let me use this example. This is very pertinent because it happens a lot, especially here in the Western world. You see people who get married to IT gurus. They want to get into the IT field no matter how they will do it. They can do any and everything to get into the IT field. They may have wonderful jobs. They may be entrepreneurs. They want to leave that, keep that away, and jump into the IT world because they are married to IT people. You see people who get married to nurses. They want to let go of their dreams and what they have been doing, and they've been excelling so well. They want to become a nurse because they want to identify with their partners. Some people have married people and they don't have anything. Maybe they don't have a job or anything. The moment they get married, they want to start doing the job their partners are doing. They want to jump to become social media influencers because their partners are influencers. They are trying to identify themselves. They're trying to get that identity. Oh, I want to be called a Mrs. This. I want to be a Mrs. Somebody. Meanwhile, behind that Mrs. Somebody, that Mr. Somebody, you spend sleepless nights crying day and night because your purpose is not being fulfilled. You spend sleepless nights wondering, I'm not feeling happy. I don't feel good. Something is missing. What is that thing that is missing? The you that you're supposed to be. You're not you. You are some other person. Another reason why some people get married or want to get married is societal pressure. Pressure from the society is eating up on them. All the friends you have, everyone around you is married. So you keep asking yourself, why am I not married? Why am I the only single person? Like anything that comes in skirt or in pants, you're only looking at marriage. My love, you can have a female friend as a guy, or you can have a male friend as a lady, and you guys don't have anything extra to do. All you have is friendship, and you enjoy the friendship. You can do business together. You can discuss wonderful things, great ideas, but you guys don't end up getting married. One of the reasons why some people jump out of marriages, one of the reasons why some marriages have failed is because some people were meant to be friends, but they ended up being married. Some people didn't have any business marrying the people they are married to or they were married to. And they did because of loneliness. Because of parties are coming up, I don't want to go alone, or I don't want my friends to feel like I'm always calling on them to help to borrow me their husbands to do stuff for me. Darling, the way the world is right now, you can have everything done for you by yourself, or you pay people to get it done. It's preferable you stay alone than go into a relationship where every single day you are crying, you are in your bed soaking your pillow day and night. Mind you, we all have tasted such things. But the question is, what have you learned today from the people who entered, who got themselves in those things yesterday and saw that it was a mistake for one reason or another? They've identified the reason, the mistakes that they made, and they're trying to advise. No, what you do is you sit back and you're like, oh, who are you to advise me? When you're single, when you're not married, when you are being divorced, who are you, blah, blah, blah. Who else is better to advise you? A reverend father who has never been married? Oh, they learned it in school, right? But that person who learned it practically cannot advise you because the person has been married and it has failed. Do you know how many therapists are out there that are in divorce homes? Marriage counselors who are divorced. They are the best because they went in there, they tested it. I'm not saying you should go take advice from some lady or some guy who is from a horrible divorce that, you know when people come out from horrible situations like broken marriages that they didn't sit down with their partners to say, okay, this thing is not working, please, let's cohabit, let's co-parent in peace. Let's just be on our own. They come out, they are so angry, they carry grudges all over the place. People like that cannot advise you. But when you meet those people who got into it, were matured enough to see that this thing cannot work. They came out without malice. They came out and said, no, I am better off by myself. I can make it by myself. And they are still okay with their partners. Most of them co-parent in peace. Those people can give you the best advice. So before you go running your mouth, listen and take advice rather than stay at home at night and cry and watch and try to watch them, in the hiding. You want to listen to them talk in hiding. You don't want to call them and ask questions. You don't want to associate with them because, after all, they are married. They are not married. What can they do for me? They're only going to destroy my marriage. But behind, you're still going back to ask questions. So, my darlings, do not let anyone pressure you into getting married. Do not let anyone on this earth pressure you into getting married. If they pressure you into marriage, you will pressure yourself out of the marriage. You can be alone and not lonely. There's so much to be done out there. The white man or whoever created technology has brought the world to one place, one small place. You can do magic just in the confines, within the confines of your room. You can do magic. You don't need anyone to come and help you do that. Some people are destiny killers. You may go out there and meet a guy or a girl, and all they carry is that strong aura to destroy your destiny. They themselves may not even know. And all you do is bring trouble to yourself. Do not rush it. Do not rush it. There is no rush in this thing. Do not let society pressure you. There's no rule that states that before you go to heaven, you must be married. And if you have been married before, and that's a rule, you have been married now, you will go because you had once been married. And if you have been married and you are out of it, darling, do not let no one stigmatize you. Because guess what? Many people are married singles. We will talk about married singles soon. So many people are married singles. It's preferable you be a single person and know you have a load that you have to battle, you have to carry, than be in a relationship with someone and you cannot, you are so lonely. You're so lonely. So number 2 point, pressure from society. Don't let society pressure you. There is still time. Don't let anyone say your biological clock is ticking. You who is looking for a child so badly that you can kill yourself, you can go into a marriage and be battered and shattered. What is it that stops you from adopting kids out there? Must the child come from your stomach? And some of you even have the children and you refuse to breastfeed them because you don't want your boobs to drop. So why not just go out there and adopt these children who are struggling out there? Look at some celebrities. They are doing great. They have adopted and they are living the best out of their lives. They have the best life because they have realized. Maybe some of them have been married and they are out of it, and they have realized that, you know what, it's preferable. I even have my kids, adopt kids, and just live my life. But if you're not strong enough to do that, my dear, be patient, pray, and God is going to direct you to the right person. And above all, keep being busy. Be busy. Do something. While you are busy doing something and trying to grow, you will locate that man, or the man will locate you, or you will locate that woman. Stop sitting back there in your houses. All you do is wake up in the morning and stay gloomy all day, or you dress up and start walking on the street. Those people at the street, you know what they are looking for? They are looking for somebody to just use and dump. There is so much you need to do out there. If you start doing it, before you realize it, you will find that person. Another reason why people get married is because they are afraid to be lonely. There's so much for you to do. What is this thing about I'm lonely? Now, let me tell you something. If you get married because you want somebody to keep you company, you will run out of that marriage. Because your partner will have friends. Your partner will have his job. Your partner will have his relatives and things out there to do. When they go out there doing that thing, that loneliness will still kick in. There's no perfect marriage. You and your partner will fight. When you guys are fighting and you're doing jackass, this thing that society has taken it to be so right that every single thing, I'm not talking to my partner, I'm not talking to my partner. That period of I'm not talking to you, I'm not talking to you, you will die. You will die. So instead of you looking for a partner because you are afraid to be lonely, love yourself enough. Love yourself enough to want to be alone. Then you get a man or a woman at that time. When you enjoy your company, when you love yourself to the point where you can spend hours alone, whoever you meet will fit in. When that person decides to do attitude, you will still be okay. When that person decides to come back, you will still be okay. I don't know if you're getting my point. But do not get married because you're lonely. Do not get married because you're afraid to be lonely. Build a community. Find that thing you love doing so much and start doing it. Let your partner find you in the midst of doing that thing. then you will stay in that marriage, because whether that person is busy or the person is around or not, you will be happy. That's the reason why immediately some of our partners leave our sides. We cheat. We cheat. We run and look for other partners. We look for other men. Because what? We don't want to be lonely. We don't want to be alone. We just want people to always be around us, talk to us, play with us, tell us what this, tell us that. No, my darling. You don't have to do that. You have to start thinking about how you can be happy by yourself, enjoy your space, love you as a person to the point where when someone comes in, that person is only coming to compliment you. That person is coming to do what the Bible said. A man shall meet a woman and the two shall become one. That's the only thing. Don't want to marry all this because, oh, I don't want to be lonely. I don't want party to come up and I'm alone. I don't want events are coming up. Christmas is coming up. I don't want to be alone. Wear your Christmas pajamas and snap alone. Go meet your friends. You guys wear pajamas together and snap. When your friends and their kids and their husbands are doing pictures, go there and do your own picture with them. Sit in it and do your picture with them. You don't know. Maybe through that picture you're doing with them, a family member of theirs or whoever will see you and come for you. Don't sit there and be jealous of your friend who is married and who has kids. Please. The reasons why we get married are the reasons why we run out. It's high time we listen to each other and learn. Another reason is family choice. You are married to a perastus because your family said he must be a perastus. Because he is rich, because he is tall, because he is short, because he is brown, he's yellow, he's green, he's purple, because his family lineage does not have a divorce, because his family, you are not serious. What your relatives did in the years back is not what we do today. The reasons why they were so clued or clinged to each other that they did not have divorce or anything, it's not the reason why it's not what is happening today. Today we are so scattered everywhere. All of this is happening because there are so many reasons why. Then they didn't have internet. Then there was no competition. Then what they knew was what is around their space. But we know things are happening all over the world right now. Back then, women were not working. Men worked and came back. So anytime they want to talk, sir, women will answer, yes, sir, yes, patron, and kneel down. The men did everything for their women, but this time around, all of us are working. I'm not supporting that women should be the same with their men because, no, sorry, darlings, I'm an African woman, full blown. So I believe so much in submission. I believe so much in the man providing for his family, woman supporting her husband, and them making life, beautiful. But this time around, it's not like before when women used to just stay home and men go and work and come back. It's different. So when they start making these family choices for you, be careful. You have to choose. Think, why am I getting into this marriage? Why am I getting into this marriage? Is it because I love him? Is it because I love her? Is it because I think this is a good partner for me? Is it because both of us have the same values and vision? Is it because we are driving to the same path, or because my family said so? We have to think about that. Another reason why we get married is physical description, physical looks. Oh my goodness, my spec. He's my spec, she's my spec. I don't like dark skinned ladies. All I love is fair skinned ladies. I don't like fair skinned ladies. All I want is dark skinned ladies. I cannot date a short woman. She has to be tall. I cannot date a slim woman. She has to be fat. I like it plumpy. I like it figure 8. All those descriptions of non-living things is what is killing us today. We have made these mistakes for so long. Today he will have 6-pack. Tomorrow he will have 12. He will have 18. You see, the body is not you who decides how this body will shake. God decides how it moves. God says it's time to wepe, like we say. It's time to shrink. And God says, oh no, now you still have oil coming out of your body, so you will look good. So before you start making choices out of, he's tall, he's black, he's handsome. That's how women will be describing it. She's medium size, she is plumpy, she is figure 8, she is fair skin, she is dark skin, she is chocolate, she is brown. Be careful. This woman can just enter the kitchen. You could get married to a woman today, the next day she gets into the kitchen and fire burns her up. What next? You could get married to this woman today and tomorrow she mistakenly drops on some kind of a lotion or something and turns from that black or dark skinned lady to a fair skinned lady. You could get married to her today and she's fair skinned and out of a sudden condition she turns dark skin. What happens? If we get to that point where we look at the inside, we marry the interior, the inner being, it's going to be better. It is going to be better. Another reason people marry is for companionship. What is companionship? Somebody you need. So you guys can be together, chat together, share ideas together. You can ask questions and get answers because remember, two are better than one. You're not getting married because he's tall, he's short, he's fat, he's pink, he's ugly. You're married. If you marry somebody for companionship, it might just be the best. Because as your companion, even if you fall sick, even if you fall out of what you used to be, even if you fall out of a situation, whatever life turns you to, whatever, your companion will always be there. Because that person loves you from the inside. That person sees more than people see out there. That person sees more than your outward presentation. That person sees more than your outward person. So, my lovelies, with all of these points I have sent out to you, and a few more you have, I wish we all can sit together and ask ourselves, why did we get married? Why did I get married? And rethink. Let us go back to the drawing board and put some corrections. There are so many of us who are married today. When we sit back, we look at our partners, we ask, how did I even walk into this thing? Which door did I use to get into this thing? Oh, Jesus. How did I find myself in this situation? How did I meet this person? And the reason is because we married for the wrong reason. We rushed into it. We wanted to please people. We wanted the world. Oh, we wanted somebody who just drive around and go on journeys, on trips, so we can pepper people. My love, it's high time you think. If you're married, think about it. You can still fix things. You can talk. You can communicate. If you're single, please, you still have a chance. You still have a chance to correct it, to fix it, to make the right choices. And if you're divorced, like I keep saying, do not let anyone get under your skin. It is preferable to stay out and be safe and be alive for your kids and your family than stay in and die. I will leave you with these few points of mine. Please do not forget to like, share, comment, and let us know what are some of those things, some of those reasons why you got married. Have a great day, stay blessed, and I love you all.